All right, Friday. Hell yeah. And this song is incredibly relevant again. Feel free to share it everywhere. It's the art of the conceal.
They say, hey, Don, where's Epstein's stash? But I've got golf to play, let's not be rash. Some things are classified, you understand, like tax returns and tiny hands. I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. Believe me, folks, it's no big deal. Just practicing the art of the conceal. Transparency's great, but let's be real. You don't want everything that's under the seal. Names on the list, oh, that's a shame. But let's focus on Hunter, he's to blame. I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. Fake news won't shake my steel. I mastered the art of the conceal. They call it a cover-up, I call it class. Keeping distractions from biting my pants. Can't drop the files. What if they say I was best friends with old Bill and Jay? I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. If the truth don't fit the deal, you bury it deep with the art of the conceal. So when you wonder about those files unseen, remember I'm saving the American dream. Some truth don't fit the deal. You bury it deep with the art of the conceal.
Hell yeah! What the F is up, everybody? This didn't go full screen. Whatever. No need to go full screen. Fuck you. It's the Dusty Smith Show, America's most trusted news program. Appreciate you joining us on the Friday. Did 3 shows this week. Hell yeah! I'm on a roll, baby. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Fuck you know I did. Stayed up all night working on my book. I wrote another book. Fuck yeah, I wrote it all by myself. No help from AI at all. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I got the first chapter done. I've actually got several chapters done, but I'm releasing the first chapter on audiobook tomorrow on my YouTube page. So if you guys are interested in that at all, I know probably nobody's going to watch it. Very few people are going to watch it, but I really enjoy doing it. I enjoyed listening to this audiobook. I think it's really good. It's completely suited for me because I made it for me. And so I've been staying awake last couple nights, writing on it, improving it, evolving it, and listening to it. So tomorrow, the first 30 minutes, I have 10 chapters done, and each chapter makes a 30-minute audiobook. So the first one's going to be released tomorrow on my channel, and then there's going to be 9 more, and then when I get them all done, I'm going to put them all together in one like 5-hour audiobook, all in one video, and then put that up and probably unlist the rest of them. So cool. If you guys are interested, I've been working on for years. Simulation Theory by Dusty Smith tomorrow. But hey, you know what? You get a sneak peek tonight. Some of the special ones who are Dust Buddies and members of my Patreon, you get a sneak preview tonight. I'm going to play the first 10 minutes of Simulation Theory by Dusty Smith for you tonight. So be sure, if you don't have your ticket yet, get your ticket to the after party, the greatest party of all time. And all right, folks, as always, super chats are open. You know how it works, right? It's like one of the show, to be honest with you. I don't let ads run on the show. I don't sell shit. Here's my business model. I put out free content. I work my ass off. I try to entertain you. And if you like it, you support it. The show is 100% user supported. So if you like what I do, please chip in. Help me keep the lights on. Thank you in advance. And all right, let's go ahead. Kick this show off. You guys already know what I'm fucking starting with. It's time for some Chud Watch. Boom, baby. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud and make fun of them. We are fucked. First off on the Chud Watch. Trump's for the last couple of days pretending like he doesn't understand what tariffs are. We know he's lying. We know he understands. He's repeatedly told exactly how tariffs work, but that doesn't stop him from gaslighting us all. He did it twice. First.
Let's see here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Earlier today, you told me that you believe that foreign countries pay tariffs, but Americans who are concerned about higher prices believe, as most people do, that they're paid by consumers and importers when they import things into this country.
They are.
Can you explain how you came to this belief that foreign governments are paying tariffs? And for the Prime Minister, did you discuss with President Trump his repeated statements of desire to annex Canada? And has the King expressed any concern over the President's apparent desire to remove one of his realms from his control?
So I'll go ahead. The first part, the tariffs are necessary because we've been treated very unfairly by many, many countries, including our friends, friend and foe. But we've been treated very unfairly.
But not Russia.
In trade. At levels that nobody's really ever seen before.
Because we buy too much shit.
Especially under the Biden administration, they really took advantage of the United States.
It's the same exact trade deals that you signed with them.
I put massive tariffs on China during my 4 years. We had the best economy in the history of our country.
We did not have the best economy in the history of our company.
Best economy, maybe the best economy in the history of the world.
That is not true. You left office losing millions of fucking jobs, okay? If you actually look at the stock market, it was like the rate it was going up under Obama, and then Trump got in. And yes, it continued to go up because at the beginning, Obama's policies were still in there. But it immediately started going up at a lesser rate. And then when Trump's policies got in, cratered. And then he fired the pandemic response team and mishandled the COVID response and destroyed the fucking economy. That's what the goddamn hell happened. But anyway, words don't matter.
I used tariffs to even things up. And in particular with...
Okay, he didn't answer the fucking question. So let's give him a second chance at it. See if he can get it right this time.
On tariffs, you just said with China...
Who are you with?
I'm with The Independent.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's got to ask him so we can shit on him if he asks a tough question. Oh, you're ABC News? Fake news. I knew I'm calling on you. But he's with somebody who wasn't on the... I wouldn't even say the left, just in the middle. So he can't make that excuse.
It's on tariffs. You just said with China, we charge them. We charge them as in we charge China. But the tariffs are paid eventually by American importers and consumers.
No, they're not. No, I think they're paid for by the country. But, you know...
Yeah, no, they're not. I think they are, but they're not, of course. Of course, if China was selling a shirt for $10 and then you put 100% tariff on it, they're not going to continue to sell the shirt for $10. They're going to sell it for $20, obviously. You know, this is just econ fucking 101, but it doesn't matter, folks. They tell 3 lies to distract you, to waste your fucking time while they tell 3 more lies. And here he is pretending that he didn't understand the question in order to try to pretend the reporter said something that she did not say. Just classic fucking Trump and completely fucking transparent. She heard him. Or he heard her. He knew exactly what she was asking, but you lie and spin.
Mr. President, less than 1% of all fentanyl that comes into the U.S. is apprehended at the Canadian border. So why use fentanyl as a reason?
Because they should be apprehending much more. They're only apprehending 1%. You're right about that.
That's not what she said. Literally, that's not what she said. So he's trying to spin it. Like she's saying that they're only apprehending 1%, which makes sense why he's going after them, but that's not what she said at all. He has no idea how much they're apprehending whatsoever, but a very, very small percent of the fentanyl that comes to this country comes across from Canada. This is just an excuse he's using to attack our allies, folks, to make us pariahs to all the other goddamn countries. It's almost like he's trying to crash the economy on purpose. I don't know. We'll see.
A little more than that, but they should be apprehending much more because a lot comes through Canada.
It doesn't.
And as
at all.
Mexico gets stronger in terms of the border, it goes up to Canada.
It doesn't.
And a lot of drugs are coming in through Canada.
They're not.
We can't have that.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it, folks. He's just trying to be a dickhead. He's just trying to make enemies out of all our allies so he can be buddies with Russia, so he can sell us out, folks. A new world order is forming. Fascist. All circling their wagons around each other. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised after what I've seen if eventually they bring Russian troops over this country to deal with those of us who don't like being ruled by Donald Trump, because foreign troops are much more likely to execute you in the streets, to not give a fuck about you. So do not be surprised, folks, when Russian troops come over here. And you know what? The Patriots will be working with the Russian troops. The Patriots will be showing them where we fucking are. They'll be gunning Americans down in the streets. That's where we're fucking at, y'all. And doesn't matter, folks. The cult trying to worship the glorious leader every chance they get. GOP trying to pass a bill that would create a $250 currency featuring Donald Trump. Yeah, why not? Just the goofiest fucking country on earth. Let's make a $250 bill with this shameless grifting con man. Why not put Putin on it? Let's just put Putin on our money. That's next, folks. And then they're not even, I guess there was a time where the United States tried to be decent, even though we weren't really decent. At least they paid lip service to decency. They tried to put the veneer of respectability on the United States. Well, no more, folks. This is what our government is doing now. They're going to bat for people like Andrew Tate, admitted con artist, admitted woman beater, a guy who's on tape bragging about raping people, a guy who's under investigation for both rape and sex trafficking. Of all the people our government could be going to bat for, that's who we're fucking chilling for now, folks. Andrew Tate en route to U.S. after travel ban lifted. Donald Trump reached out to the Romanian government and pressured them to basically drop the house arrest for Andrew Tate so he could import this sex trafficker and rapist into our country, y'all. It's literally like they're sitting around just trying to think of ways they can be the biggest pieces of shit they can be, you know. I guess they're owning us all. Look at all the lefties that are mad that we're importing a rapist and sex traffickers. That's all they care about, literally. And as I told you repeatedly, narcissists get off on abusing people. They like sit around and think about different ways they can abuse you. And when you continue to worship them after all the abuse they put you through, that's what they jack off on the wall to. This is the guy, folks, the United States is going to bat for and trying to get imported into this country.
They didn't teach you in self-defense? Here's a little move. When I grab you by your neck and you start annoying me trying to resist, and I just and then I grab you by your neck again. Then what the fuck are you gonna do when your face is collapsed and your fucking cheekbone's broken? You ain't gonna do shit but cry.
I guarantee I changed the way you look at sex forever. You're gonna be fucking crying. I won't cry. I bet you cry, bitch. I bet you fucking cry. You're saying I wouldn't cry. You're challenging me to a fight. You're saying I can't hurt you. You're out of your fucking mind? I don't even have to fuck you. Forget the sex part. That's a distraction. My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you. How about that? We walk in the bedroom. I start kicking your ass. No sex. No sex involved. But you cry then.
Perfected this in pimp school. When I got my PhD, we had to practice if a girl comes at you, you cheater, you're cheating. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch! Her panties get wet. Machete's
anyway, that's fine. That's enough of that. Yeah, that's who Donald Trump's going to bat for, folks. That's who our United States government is backing. And I guess it's good the country's collapsing. Like, what can you say? Definitely a country that shouldn't fucking exist anymore. And even the rightoids are mad. Even the maggots. Furious. Some of them, at least. Abby Libby says, I voted for an administration that would stop human trafficking. Bitch, you literally voted for a rapist. You voted for a 38 times convicted felon. You voted for a con man. Shut the fuck up. No more from you. You did this. You voted for Andrew Tate. You did, bitch. Shut up. I voted to get rapists and pedophiles off the street. You voted for a rapist and a pedophile. You voted for a rapist and a pedophile to rule us. A guy who already tried to become a dictator and just became a fucking dictator again. You voted for a pedophile dictator to rule us. Shut up. Just fuck these people. God damn it. And Shaunity, who's a popular right-wing influencer. I'm so angry this morning. The Tate should have died in prison with the full encouragement of the United States. Instead, Trump decided the best course of action would be to pressure Romania into releasing them and have them come to the United States. It's safe to say I am officially regretting my vote for Trump. This is a deal breaker for me. Hey, if you're really regretting it, why don't you prove how sorry you are? I can't say how, I'm not allowed to, but use your fucking imagination. And yeah, as soon as they get here, though, Florida Young Republicans invited them to speak at their event because they're the worst among us. It's just a society of bottom feeders. The worse you are, the more our society rewards you. And they're doing it on purpose, of course. They're doing it to dispirit us, folks. They want to break our spirits by bombarding us every day with evil over and over and over again, by putting it in our face. Take our fight away from us. I mean, it sort of works sometimes because it's like so over the top evil. It's almost boring. It's almost like I don't even want to even fucking talk about it because it's so goddamn stupid, but you have to, right? You can't let these motherfuckers win. You got to push back. And CNN, God love them, doing a little bit to push back on it. Here's Moskowitz talking about importing rapists and criminals into this country.
Of what he's saying. Yeah, I mean, look, we heard from Trump on the campaign trail, right? Other countries were sending rapists, people from insane asylums, human traffickers. These guys literally are those people. And look, they're U.S. citizens, so they can't be barred here. But what was negotiated was that Romania had a travel ban on them. That's what was removed, which allowed them now to come to Florida.
You know,
yeah, other countries are emptying their prisons. They're bringing rapists and murderers over here. Literally, he's the one doing it. He emptied the fucking prison of the January 6ers. One of them just got killed by a cop on video. I'm going to show you guys in a second. Some of them have molested children, been arrested for pedophilia. Now he's importing rapists and sex traffickers. Super cool, America. I love these Christian values. The most Christian president of all time. Isn't it? Isn't it, conservatives? Isn't it? You guys don't give a shit about anything. And here it is, folks, what I was talking about. This is a guy that Trump pardoned. A guy that Trump said was very, very mistreated. A criminal. Obviously didn't learn his lesson, because if you commit crimes, felonies, and then you literally get pardoned by the President of the United States, you begin to think that you're above the law, which he was. He was above the law. You begin to behave like there is no comeuppance for you. Case in point, this guy, when he got pulled over by a cop, didn't want to follow orders. Let's see how that goes for him.
So I'm going to hold on to this real quick while I explain it to you. Okay, so today you're getting off with a verbal warning for the speed. However, you're a habitual traffic violator. I know. Which means that you are...
I know, but I'm still driving. The rules don't apply to me, fucking baby. I do what I want.
At a felony status for driving while suspended. So today you are going to come with me.
Well, I can't.
You're going to have to, okay? You're going to come with me today, all right?
No, I can't go to jail for this, sir.
You're going to have to come.
Can I get a ride?
No.
Are you sure? I'll violate my...
Just listen to me, okay? Number one, it's a felony offense. There's no there's no leeway with felonies in the state of Indiana. Now, maybe if it was a misdemeanor offense, I could work something out with you, but it's not a misdemeanor. It's a felony offense. Okay? So that's why I can't work with you today with it. Okay? I understand your circumstances, but you understand that you can't drive. Okay? So your driving has resulted into this situation. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to put your information right here for a sec. I want you to turn around and put your hands on. Don't you do it, buddy.
No. I'm shooting myself.
No.
Yeah, well, you don't have to shoot yourself. I'll do it for you. So, yay, Trump's America, where foreign governments are not emptying their prisons onto our streets. Our own president is doing that for us and just lying about it. Super cool. We're the best. And here's a shocking bit of news. The SEC has halted a case against a mogul who gave Trump $75 million. Yeah, a businessman who pumped $75 million into the Trump family-backed crypto token finds himself in a fortunate position this week as federal securities regulators are hitting pause on their civil fraud case against him. Don't you love it, folks? You could just directly bribe the president now, and it's completely legal. Completely. He doesn't have to wash the money. He doesn't have to launder the money. It's all done right out in the open. 100% legal. Money clean as a fucking whistle. Oh, my God, I love this country, man. We are so fucking great. And then, so anybody that's seen this, they know what happened, right? So they set up Zelenskyy on purpose. They brought Zelenskyy over the country. Supposedly they were going to negotiate the rights to $500 billion in rare earth minerals that Donald Trump is trying to extort him out of. But it's clear that they don't even really give a shit about that. They wanted to embarrass him, humiliate him in public for the amusement of Vladimir Putin. First off, the day before, they asked him, hey, you still think Zelenskyy is a dictator? He's coming tomorrow to negotiate. You still think he's a dictator? Here's a brave Trump.
President, do you still think that Mr. Zelenskyy is a dictator?
Did I say that? I can't believe I said that. Next question.
Did I say that? Yeah, I can't believe I said that. Next question. I don't even understand why they show up to ask him questions. He doesn't answer anything. He takes the questions, and then he just, next question, doesn't answer fucking anything. But cowardly sack of shit. Vladimir Putin is best buddy, but Zelensky's a goddamn dictator, of course. And so then him and J.D. Vance got him in there in the press conference in front of the cameras, and it was just to humiliate him, to excoriate him. Clearly, the reason they're doing this, folks, is they already planned from the very beginning to pull out of any help for the Ukraine, to back Russia every step of the way, to make sure Russia gets 100% of everything that they want, and Ukraine gets nothing. So they have to pretend like, oh my God, hey, we were in good faith trying to negotiate peace, and Zelenskyy was so rude. Zelenskyy came over here and just turned the fucking table over, shit all over us, and so he's not ready for peace. But it was incredibly fucking disgusting. Watch them shit all over him, argue with him, try to humiliate him in front of the fucking world.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are not strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going...
I dare you come in here in front of all these cameras, which we are the ones who set up, and then try to tell the truth about what's happening. You can't do that. You need to keep your fucking mouth shut and just let us lie, and try to talk down to you like you're a fucking child and humiliate you in front of the fucking world. Just sit there and take it, bitch.
Around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems.
Now do Russia. Don't give a fucking shit. How many hundreds of thousands of young men has Russia forced to the front line? Hell, they had fucking North Koreans that thought they were doing test drills, getting killed on the front line. Crickets about that.
You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
Hell no.
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and
I've been to Facebook. And I've seen what MAGA has posted about it on Facebook. That's basically the same thing. You should be thanking Donald Trump for being a Russian stooge, for sucking Putin's dick and giving him everything he wants and you nothing, for letting him steal all of the land in your country. You should be thanking the dear emperor.
I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do
Israel now? Do Israel! Okay, you won't.
Disagree that you've had problems? Bringing
it's
people
a
in your
war.
military?
Yeah.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction?
Imagine this little weak-ass bitch, Mr. Hillbilly Elegy, talking down to a war hero, someone on the fucking front lines trying to save his goddamn country. Just, this world's trash.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this.
I'm not dictating.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position.
And you allowed yourself by being attacked, by fighting back against foreign invaders. What were you thinking? Sitting there minding your own goddamn business while they attacked you.
Be right about
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position.
You
don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
cards.
Playing cards. Right now, you don't. Yeah, you're playing cards.
It's war. It's about people's lives. It's not a fucking card game, you goof.
Very serious.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people.
Literally, you're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're doing it. Literally. What the fuck?
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
Yeah, I would hate for somebody to be disrespectful. Lord knows the most respectful human on the planet, Donald Trump.
It's with back all respect to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
He literally said thank you at the very beginning of the press conference. He went on Twitter and said thank you immediately. He said thank you a million fucking times. But even if he hasn't, who gives a fucking shit? What do we got him, children?
No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you.
Today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America.
Because he knew they weren't going to sell him the fuck out? Of course he did.
And the president who's trying to save your country.
He's not trying to save your country. He's trying to do everything to let Russia have every fucking thing they want. Take all your goddamn land, rape and kill your fucking people. Just, yeah, a new low for America. Just when you think we can't get any fucking lower, somehow life finds a fucking way. And they even asking folks, hey, Russia's already broken the ceasefire. What if he breaks the ceasefire again? What are you going to do? Are you going to hold Russia accountable in any way goddamn possible? So, of course, Trump immediately starts defending Vladimir Putin. The first thought of his head is, the fuck? I'm not going to do that. Of course I'm not going to do that to Putin. What are you talking about? Putin is the victim here. Putin is the one who's been injured by America. Listen to this crazy shit.
What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
Well, what if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it?
Breaks ceasefire. What if Russia breaks peace talks?
Oh, that was the whole clip. God damn it. That was the only small part of the clip. In the whole clip, he starts talking about Vladimir Putin was forced to sit through the media of the United States saying that he tried to interfere in our election. You remember Russia? He had to deal with that. We should be thinking about Putin's feelings. And now he had to sit there and listen to the American media correctly call him out for trying to interfere in our elections. Literally, Donald Trump's campaign chief pled guilty to colluding with Russians, folks. Did prison time, wrote a book admitting he did it. They have a documentary about the Russian troll farms, literally showing them interfering in the election. 100% proof that they did it. Donald Trump, think of poor Putin. Putin sitting over there having to listen to the press call him out for interfering. Oh, just nuts. It's so crazy, y'all. And then in our completely fucking unserious goddamn country, Marjorie Trader Queens, her boyfriend, gets up there and asks President Vladimir Zelenskyy this very, very important question.
Wait, my second question for President Zelenskyy.
No.
Why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if
who gives a shit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not
Really?
respecting.
I don't have such.
Office.
I will wear a costume after this war will finish.
Yeah, I will wear a costume after the war finishes, motherfucker. Just so dumb. It's just the dumbest fucking shit. His people being raped, tortured, killed, their land fucking stolen. Who gives a fucking shit what he's wearing?
Okay.
Yes, maybe one.
Maybe
something like yours.
Yes.
Maybe something better.
Yeah, something better than that cheap ass shit.
We'll see. Maybe something cheaper than. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
He literally making fun of the guys what he's doing though, which is pretty funny. And I couldn't help but notice none of these people had a problem with President Elon. Yeah, here's President Elon in the fucking White House Oval Office with a goddamn goofy hat on, his tech support shirt, no suit to be found. It's almost like there's a double fucking standard here. Curious. Where you at, Marjorie Trader Queen's boyfriend? And then cowardly Trump, after this press conference that was obviously set up on purpose to attack Zelenskyy, to try to paint him as the bad guy, though that's not what it came off as at all. Hopefully this is going to backfire spectacularly on Trump. It seems like it already has. He got Marco Rubio to eject Zelenskyy from the White House after President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelenskyy got into an extraordinary shouting match. Trump huddled with his key advisors inside the Oval Office. Trump consulted Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and other top advisors under the dramatic showdown. But obviously this is already planned to begin with, folks. They're trying to make it sound like it was on the spot, but they got their marching orders from Putin. They wanted Zelenskyy embarrassed on national television to please their Russian daddy, and that's exactly what they fucking did, folks. If you needed any more proof that Donald Trump is a Russian asset, well, I mean, if you need more proof, then you're never going to believe it anyway because you don't actually give a shit. You know he is, but you're willing to lie about it and pretend like he's not because that's what you guys do. And this is how Trump treats an actual dictator, folks. A war criminal. Pull out your seat for you, make sure you're comfortable. But a guy fighting for the future of his country, for his people, no, he's the dictator in Trump's mind. Just every day it's a new fucking low. But if you listen to the call, folks, holy God. Like, I used to make fun of North Korea, and it just makes me feel stupid. Because what has happened in this country right now is more ridiculous than anything that North Korea ever fucking did. Any propaganda they ever fucking put out. It's more sycophantic and sickening. Case in point, Lindsey Graham talking about what a masterclass that dumpster fire of a press conference was.
I've never been more proud of President Trump for showing the American people and the world you don't trifle with this man.
Oh, my God.
He was very positive. He was very upbeat. He wanted to get a ceasefire. He wants to end the war. And Zelenskyy felt like he needed to bait Trump in the Oval Office. J.D. was awesome. This was a missed opportunity. And the question for me, for the Ukrainian people, I don't know if Zelenskyy can ever get you to where you want to go with the United States. Either he dramatically changes or you need to get somebody new.
That's right. My daddy Trump is the best daddy ever. You should sit there and just bend over and let him put his mushroom dick in your booty hole whenever he wants to. You should be honored. He even wants to violate your booty hole. Oh, my daddy's so sexy. Just good God. What an embarrassment everything is in this timeline. And shockingly, he got rid of the AP, folks. The AP, the Associated Press, one of the most down-the-middle news organizations there is, was banned from covering this. Also, a whole bunch of them were banned, basically. Any of the mainstream news outlets were banned. Yet, Kremlin reporter sat in on the Zelenskyy meeting. They literally got the Kremlin in there, folks. Which makes sense. We already got a Russian agent running the CIA, and we got a Russian agent as the president. Makes sense that the Kremlin is sitting in there so they can report firsthand the humiliation that Putin himself clearly ordered. But folks, if there was any justice in the world, if this timeline was not the complete hellscape that it is, this is what would have actually happened. Yep, doink! But nope. We're not that lucky. I wish. A boy can dream. But like I said, folks, hopefully it's going to backfire. It seems like all the European nations are circling the wagons around Zelenskyy now. Trump has done nothing but unify Europe and Ukraine's allies. Trudeau, Canada Bay. Canada continues to stand with Ukraine. Lots of similar messages from all across the world, and European leaders, EU leaders send messages of support to Ukraine. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, whatever. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians do. Therefore, we are working on a common path to lasting and just peace. Ukraine can rely on Germany. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, Spain stands with you. Prime Minister of Portugal, Ukraine can always count on Portugal. One after another coming out in support. Sir Keir Starmer has expressed his unwavering support for Ukraine after speaking with both Donald Trump and Vladimir Zelenskyy following the heated exchange in the White House. Macron reacts, we won't stop supporting Ukraine. Solidarity across the world. Here's a bunch of them, folks, in an extraordinary display of public support. Heads of state, heads of government, and foreign ministers from all over Europe, Canada, are posting in support of Ukraine in response to the Oval Office meeting. So it looks like they're going to up their support of Ukraine. I wouldn't be surprised if Europe actually sent troops over there. I'm really wondering, folks, if the United States is going to start attacking and killing European soldiers to start World War III. I would not be surprised to see it. We'll see. I know that seems like fear-mongering, but at this point, nothing would surprise me. I don't think nothing's off the table at this point. And shocking! The guy running our military right now, Pete Hegseth, ordered U.S. Cyber Command to stand down from all planning against Russia, including offensive digital actions, according to 3 people familiar with the matter. Yeah, we're not going to do anything to stop Russia anymore. In fact, we're going to help them. We're going to literally put Kremlin reporters into the White House and a Russian agent as the head of the CIA. Why would we want to stop them? They rule us now. We're literally inviting Russian oligarchs over here. Put their fucking boot on our goddamn neck. Use their billions of dollars of ill-gotten gains to control our society, to flood more money to conservatives in our politics, to make sure our votes count even less than they already do, which is 0. That's kind of hard to do, but they're going to figure out a fucking way. And that, on the Chud Watch, Cat Turd reposts this. Deutsch stopped an annual payment to Barack Obama for $2.6 million for royalties associated with Obamacare. He's been collecting it since 2010 for a total of $39 million in taxpayers' dollars. Your thoughts on this, motherfuckers? Cat Turd, what a crook. Yeah, isn't this totally real, folks? Isn't Obama getting royalties for the name Obamacare, which he didn't coin to begin with? It was coined by conservatives to fearmonger about the Affordable Health Care Act. They're the one calling it that. Obviously, y'all, I don't know how to tell you this. Obviously, Obama is not getting royalties for the name Obamacare. It's just, it's just too stupid to even take seriously. But as Evan asked, how do these people hold down jobs being this dumb? Okay, Evan, this is literally their job. They know this is not true. You think Cat Turd doesn't know that Obama is not receiving $39 million in royalties for the name Obamacare? Of course he knows. Their entire job is to lie. That is how they get elected. That is what is effective with the American populace. We are literally too dumb to exist. And these people are controlling the electorate right now. And then Europe is threatening to unleash a trade bazooka against the United States. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, our closest allies, folks. Our best trading partners. They now hate us. We're a pariah state. The European Union said on Thursday it was ready to deploy its strongest trade weapon against the U.S. after President Donald Trump threatened to impose sweeping tariffs. So not only the tariffs are going to hurt our economy, but all the boycotts, all this shit. It's like they're trying to destroy the economy on purpose. I hope I'm fucking wrong about this, folks. Just goddamn amazing to watch, though. And like I said, Reuters reported that the HuffPost and Reuters were both removed from Whitehouse press pool this week. They're doing everything they can to make sure that nobody who is not incredibly far right has any access to ask the president questions. And I don't even know why the president cares. It's not like he answers any question he's asked. The press actually does a major favor to Donald Trump by being a part of his press conferences, because all Trump wants to do is put his lies in front of the American public. Regardless of what you ask him, all he's going to do is pivot to his talking point that gets broadcast for free. It's free press. And even if they say he's lying, all he's got to do is say, hey, fake news. The press is your enemy. The press is lying. And then the people that hear the lies will believe his lies, and they will just tune out any attempt to correct what the fuck he's saying for the media. They shouldn't even cover this motherfucker. I mean, they should cover him, but they should not, allow him a chance to talk. Allow him a chance to put his lies and talking points out there. Cut him off at the fucking knees. And then people get fired all over the place, folks, for the crime of being gay in the new America. Christopher F. Rufo, lying about what's happening, of course, trying to spin it. He says, Scoop, Terpsy Gabbard is preparing a memo directing all intelligence agencies to identify the employees who participated in the NSA's obscene, pornographic, and sexually explicit chat rooms, and to determine their employment and revoke their security clearance. So what has happened is they had like a support group for gays, right? In the NSA, just some gay employees, they got together and formed a little group. So of course, since they're gay, they have to claim that this little chat that they had was obscene, pornographic, as an excuse to fire people for the crime of being gay, which is what's happening right now. This is a full purge of every single LGBTQ employee at the NSA. Rufo is falsely mischaracterizing an LGBTQ employee resource group as a sex chat to create pretext to fire every single member in it. This is a playbook they will run to purge the entire federal government. Yep, they will. If you're a black, you're gone. If you're a woman, you're gone. If you lean left in any way whatsoever, you're gone, baby. No more freedom in this fucking country. It's over. And then I guess they're trying to kill us all. CDC has been banned from collaborating with the World Health Organization, y'all. Scientists at the Center for Disease Control and Prevention have been prohibited from co-authoring publications with World Health Organization staff, dealing a blow to global research efforts and continuing the Trump administration's aggressive attack on government-funded science. Yeah, Mr. Brainworms here. Just the exact opposite of everything that should be done, they do every step of the way. Education Department launches anti-diversity snitch line. If you're a teacher who dares to want any kind of fairness, equity, inclusion, if you dare teach about the history of slavery and racism in this country, they want you gone, folks. You're the enemy now. Your free speech does not matter. If you are not a far-right propaganda machine for the Trump administration, you're gone, baby. Snitch lines for teachers now, y'all. That's where we're at. Then you got these dipshit MAGA cultists all over the country doing everything they can to make the lives of brown people harder, worse. I guess that's what they get off on. They feel so terrible about themselves, about what giant sacks of shit and losers they are. The only way they can feel better about themselves is to find somebody to bully, somebody to make their life worse so they can feel better about themselves. Florida cult is charged with impersonating ICE cop. This has happened several times. A Florida man is accused of impersonating an immigration and customs enforcement officer and going to an Orlando apartment complex in search of Mexicans in the country illegally. Put these fucking losers under the goddamn jail. Trump will probably pardon him, though, to be honest with you. Send a message to us that if you're a Republican, you're above the law. You can do anything. And man, it must be nice to be a corrupt piece of fucking shit. Coke Jr. got paid $813,000 for sitting in on 2 meetings at True Social. Donald Trump Jr. made $813,000 in 2024 as a director of Trump Media and Technology Group, roughly a quarter of the company's annual revenue, despite attending just 2 of the board's 5 meetings, according to a filing made with the Securities and Exchange Commission on Friday. But yep, legalized bribery, everybody gets a piece. They were really worried about Hunter Biden, weren't they? But all this is right out in the open, y'all. And then here in the South, in the states that voted most heavily for Donald Trump, 25 hospitals are at risk of closing in Alabama if Medicaid cuts go through. Over 15 will likely close immediately. 88% of rural Alabama hospitals rely on federal funding. Trump is condemning poor people to death while giving the ultra-rich more tax cuts. And, hey, I'm sorry to say this, but good. Hey, good. Hey, you're too stupid to live, Alabama, so die. Hey, look, I just want you to know, like, when you're dying of a heart attack, when you're laying there dying and the nearest hospital is 50 miles away and they're driving you full fucking speed as fast as they can, but you're not going to make it. You're going to die brutally on the highway as your family cries and mourns watching you die. And you're sitting there gasping your last fucking breath. I just want you to know, hey, at least you fucked over all those trans people, right? At least you fucked over all those brown people mowing your goddamn grass. Hey, at least you made other people's lives worse. At least you owned all those fucking libs, right? It was worth it, wasn't it? Man, I wish there was a fucking hell. Unfortunately, all you get is non-existence. And then it's always the way, folks. Patriot Front, you know, the Nazi group, one of their main members, indicted on child porn charges. Looks like a child himself already. Looks like the neighbor from Shameless, you know, the gay neighbor, fucking the redhead kid. Looks like the 2 of them had a baby, like an anal diarrhea baby. That's their baby. Anyway, love Shameless. A resident of Glenwillard, Pennsylvania, has been indicted by a federal grand jury in Pittsburgh on a charge of possession of material depicting the sexual exploitation of a minor. As always, the way they pretend so hard to be against trans people, drag queens, in order to cover up their own perversion, their own pedophilia. Happens over and goddamn over. It's like the more anti-gay somebody is, the more they want to suck a dick. 100% of the time. And that, folks, I've been telling you guys, I don't know, for weeks now, there's no reason to argue with conservatives. There's no reason. It doesn't do any good. They actually don't give a shit. Whatever they say today, they'll say the exact opposite tomorrow. They lie knowing that they're lying because they feel morally obligated to lie as long as that owns you and gets their daddy Donald Trump to push whatever agenda he wants. Which is why I told you the only question you should ever ask, the only thing you should ever say to them is, why hasn't Trump released the Epstein files yet? Well, they haven't answered that now, folks. I guess they've heard me. They've heard all the complaints on why they haven't released the Epstein files. So they have a genius plan. They're just going to claim they did it. They're not going to actually release the files, but they're going to claim they did it so that the next time you ask a Trump supporter, why hasn't Trump released the Epstein files? They can say, he did, and then point to this. Even though he didn't in any fucking way, they know he didn't, but they're willing to lie. So what they did, instead of releasing the Epstein files, folks, they brought a bunch of right-wing Twitter influencers into the White House, and they gave them binders of redacted Epstein files, most of which they were already fucking public. Not all of the Epstein files, just a very, very small selection that we already fucking knew that are even more heavily redacted than the files that we already had in public. People like Chaya Rat Bitch lives of TikTok literally gets paid by Elon Musk to shit on trans people, gay people, to lie, to spread misinformation. So they brought these influencers in there and gave them these folders that supposedly claim the Epstein files. Instead of releasing the Epstein files to everybody, you just give them to a select people of a select group of yes men, of sycophants, of people that are on your side, so that they can claim that you released the Epstein files, even though you didn't do any such goddamn thing. This is the Elon Musk playbook. Remember, this is exactly what he did with the Twitter files. He promised they were going to release the Twitter files, promised, and then he released them to one guy, Matt Baby, a guy who was literally making tons of fucking money off the fact that he got exclusive access to these files, and Elon Musk was signal boosting him every goddamn day. A guy that they knew would toe the line and only publish the files that made the left look bad and ignore everything the right. And this is exactly what they're doing here, folks. It's incredibly fucking transparent, but, you know, it will be effective. It will work because they don't actually care what the truth is. They just want something to say. And now they've given Trump supporters something to say as a response. It's just so unbelievably phony. Look at this shit. It's such a worthless clown country. Here they are coming out there. Chaya Rat Bitch and DC Drano is this guy's name. Look, we got binders. Look, look, I'm special. I got invited to the White House. Literally, I have no talent. The only thing I've ever done to be famous is to lie and shit on trans people, to paint them as pedophiles. And yay, I got a trip to the White House. We're so good as a country. Yay, us. And then, strangely, many of these social media influencers who got invited to the White House and given these phony binders repeated the same message on social media, almost like they received their talking points. DC Drano says, today I met with President Trump, VP J.D. Vance, AG Pam Bondi, and FBI Director Kash Patel in the Oval Office. They handed me a binder, a copy of Epstein's files. This is the most transparent administration in American history. The best part, this is just the start. AG Bondi confirms there are thousands more Epstein file documents being secretly held in SDNY, and they will be delivered to the DOJ in D.C. by February. Chad Prather, today I met with Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, AG Pam Bondi. It's almost exactly the same, word for word. The best part, this is just a start. AG Bondi, there's thousands. It's the same words. Literally, it's the same fucking message. So weird, but I mean, obviously they're coordinating to get all their talking points out. Obvious, this is a dog and pony show. This is fake as fuck. Embarrassingly so, but unfortunately it will work because that's how dumb we are as a society. And here's DC Drano. Release this message. The most transparent administration in history, he says, folks. Keep that in mind because right after he got this binder, he went to the airport and he shot a video scrolling through the pages that they gave him, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Epstein files. I'm not making this up. This is real. This is on video, folks. This is the binder of the Epstein files they gave him, y'all. It's almost 100% redacted on every fucking page. This absolute clown show. It's so insulting to any thinking person's intelligence.
Again, for those just joining, I'm at the airport. This is literally my first live stream. Please bear with me. I've
the most transparent administration in history.
Busy day meeting with all the people we love in Trump's cabinet. But
how is this real life? How?
I, like you, want to know
it's got to be a comedy.
About this information as possible. Sorry if I skip any pages. My fingers are a little dry. I'm trying to get all this out before my flight takes off. God bless Trump. God bless America.
This country is the unfunniest joke ever. I mean, really, come on, America. Holy God. And yeah, it was reported that most of this stuff was already in the public. And the files that were in the public were less redacted. This was already public. Look, all of this shit's right here. Here's the Epstein files they released. The same shit, just all redacted. The most transparent administration ever, y'all. So then, folks, they started taking some shit. Surprisingly, I can't even believe it. Hannah Gaze, Mike Sitovich, rapey Mike, famous for his rape jokes. Chaya Rat Bitch lives on TikTok, and Jack Piece of Shit are apparently who the White House views as credible reporters for handling these curated Epstein files. If anyone knows how these shorts are made, I'd be curious. Though none of them surprise me, They got yes men and sycophants that would toe the line, who will go on their social media and claim that they've released the Epstein files now, so that when we ask them, why hasn't Trump released Epstein files, they'll just post what these people say and claim they did. Adam says, you're never going to believe this. The Epstein files are more redacted. I already read that. All right. And then memes. I love the memes that were made. I'm releasing the Epstein files. Be honest. I'm releasing some of the Epstein files. Be honest. I handed out some binders to a bunch of influencers. Thank you. Yep, that's what happened. Oh my God. I forgot about this. Holy shit. Speaking of hard to believe it's real, I mean, I don't know how they keep surprising me. God love them. Like, I'm almost impressed by Republicans' ability to continuously surprise me day in and day out by the crazy shit that they do. So, folks, they're laughing directly in our faces. They know that their seats are secure. They ain't got to fucking worry about it. They roll us now. And they have no respect for the American people, literally just mocking us right to our fucking faces. So this is the GOP House Judiciary Committee account, the official GOP House Judiciary Committee account. It's controlled by the chairman, Jim Jordan, folks. They put out a tweet, breaking Epstein files released. This is real. I'm not kidding, folks. This is the post they put out. Breaking Epstein files released. You click on it, and it opens a Rickroll. They think it's hilarious. And I guess it is. I guess, like, if you continuously shit on your own constituents, you continuously sell out your own Americans, you literally are working for Russia. And yet they still vote for you. Yet you still have most of the society be right-wing. You control all the media sources, all the narratives. I guess you wouldn't have any respect for anybody. And you would just gleefully mock them right to their fucking face, knowing that there's nothing they're going to do, right? Just so wild, though. And I can't believe Laura Loomer, Purge Mask, actually making some sense. She pushing back a little bit. Laura Loomer, there are no Epstein files. The binders are props. Every single one of those right-wing paid influencers lied to all of you today. They engaged in deception to run cover for pedophiles. You literally are sucking the dick of a pedophile. This is Donald Trump's official blowjob giver. Donald Trump is literally a pedophile. You have done nothing but support Donald Trump the entire time. You will continue to support Donald Trump, even though now you're admitting that all this is smoke and mirrors, that they're lying to the American people. Donald Trump is doing this. But the crazy thing is, she won't blame Donald Trump. Donald Trump has no agency, no responsibility. Other people are always to fucking blame while she continues to support the guy who's literally doing this. They posted selfies with prop bonders, liars, and deceivers. Yes, you all are. You're going to be back on Trump's nuts tomorrow if you're not already. Kevin Sorbo, Hercules. First off, he's like, the pedos in Hollywood are shaking right about now. We're so scared. Oh, we're so scared. 8 hours later, So, nothing new was released today. So much for government transparency. Yeah, right. Hey, it's almost like the president has something to hide for some reason. It's almost like he had a long, lifetime friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, the world's most famous pedophile. It's almost like Jeffrey Epstein had 11 different pieces of contact information for Trump in his black book. It's almost like he was on the flight manifest of the Lily Express multiple fucking times. It's almost like Jeffrey Epstein is literally on audio tape saying that him and Donald Trump were best friends for 10 years. It's almost like Donald Trump specifically wished Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand woman, well in her court cases instead of condemning her. It's almost like a giant cover-up of our pedophile president. But it doesn't matter, Kevin. You'll be right back sucking Trump's nuts again tomorrow. You're a part of the problem. You don't actually give a shit about any of this. You're just fake as fuck. And disappointed! And yep, Nick Sorter, right-wing dickhead. I reviewed one of the Epstein Files Phase 1 binders, and to say I am disappointed is an understatement. Yeah, well, I mean, you get what you voted for, right, dummy? But folks, they got a new talking point now. Hey, they really wanted to release them all. They wanted to release every Jeffrey Epstein file, but the reason they didn't, hear me out, the FBI is hiding the files, y'all. The FBI! It's not Trump hiding it. It's not the Trump administration. The FBI, which Trump has no control over whatsoever, is the one doing it. Elon Musk posting, the plot thickens, signal boosting these lies. This is the story. President Trump and AG Pam Bondi committed to releasing the Epstein files. The FBI was told to deliver the files. Here's the whole message. The FBI was told to deliver the files to Bondi. They did about 200 pages. Bondi smelled a rat because there was nothing juicy in the 200 pages, just flight logs and a Rolodex of phone numbers, no smoking gun. Still, Bondi promised to release the document, so she prepared a binder of them. Then, last night, a whistleblower contacted Bondi and revealed that the SDNY was hiding potentially thousands of Epstein files, defying Bondi's order to give them all to her. We're talking recordings, evidence, the juicy stuff, names. These swamp creatures, as the SDNY, to see Bondi casting you, be outraged that the binder is boring. You should be, because the evil deep state lied to your face. That's right, folks. It's the evil deep state. They're the ones responsible for the fact that Donald Trump hasn't released the Epstein files. He's trying so hard. They're trying, y'all. The deep state. It's the deep state. Oh, my God. Just fuck everything. God damn it. And one more. Apparently, this is real, folks. You can tell it's real by just watching it. The first video from the Epstein files has been released. Donald Trump talking about it. Let's have a look.
Donald Trump, welcome back to Meet the Press.
It's me, Raping Don. I raped a lady named E. Jean Carroll in a dressing room and had to pay her $88 million. I raped my wife, Ivana, because I was mad about some bad hair plugs. I attacked like 25 other women and diddled kids with Epstein. There's a whole Wikipedia about it. You can look it up.
I did look. It's there.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking.
Trump told the truth. Holy shit. Rare honesty from Donald Trump. And I, for one, I kind of admire that. And that is my Chud Watch for this evening. Fuck yeah, we did it. And now, please allow me to do a very quick commercial. Hey,
thanks for watching. Stay updated.
You know what Patreon is? Patreon is like a site where you tip content creators if you enjoy what they do. You basically say, hey, I want to chip in $2 a month, and then it takes it out of your credit card, or $10, or whatever you can afford. Like the more you can afford if you're rich, if you have, or you're like well off and you want to help me out more. But if you don't have a lot, it's just a couple bucks. Chip in whatever you can. Here's my business model. Like I told you guys, I make free content. I'm going to release 5 hours of audiobooks this week. All I do is sit around all goddamn day and tirelessly crank out free content to entertain people with. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to con anybody out of fucking money. I don't want to be a giant fucking piece of shit. I want to have the most moral business model I can. So I'm just going to put content out there, and I hope that the people that enjoy what I put out there support it. So if you like what I do, please chip in a couple bucks to help me out. I mean, not only will it make you feel good, but you get to help me rescue little cute little motherfuckers like this one. And you also get access to the after party, which is like another segment I do at the end of every show, specifically for my patrons and for my dust buddies. And tonight we're going to do 10 minutes of simulation theory from Dusty Smith, among other things. So if you are able, please chip in and help me out. And thank you in advance. And all right, let's read the super chats the other way I fund this show. I bet Rebecca's first. She is Rebecca, superhero. If you're not giving love to Rebecca, fuck you. Rebecca says, fantastic thumbnail and great title. I stole the thumbnail, to be honest with you. I stole it. But I did up-res it, so I made it my own. It was much lower res before I got my hands on it. Wishing you, the fur babies, and the best community a relaxing weekend. Hell yeah, I'm going to work on my book all fucking weekend. I'm going to release the whole goddamn thing. I'm going to release part 1 tomorrow, part 2 Sunday, part 3 Tuesday, part 4 Thursday, and part 5 and 6 Saturday and Sunday. And then next week, I'm going to finish it off. All 10 parts coming your way. And that's what I got planned. Work, work, work. That's all I do, baby. All work and no play makes Dusty a dull boy. But I'm dull for you motherfuckers, and I love it. Thank you, Rebecca. Appreciate you. You're always the best among us. I'll see you tomorrow. WSD time, $20. Listening to the Orange Dictator is so sickening, man. Oh, I can't believe I had to do it for another 4 fucking years. That I couldn't bear to watch the whole thing. Imagine this being your fucking job. I had to listen to this goddamn goof all fucking day. No wonder I drink. Seriously, where's the checks and balances? Where's the accountability? It's becoming increasingly difficult to stay hopeful. Yeah. The only thing I'm hopeful for is picking up the pieces and rebuilding afterwards, after this whole fucking thing collapses. Maybe we'll find a better goddamn system. We really have to create a system that doesn't allow unlimited money into our politics like almost every other country has. But we're never going to get that with the current system. It has to collapse first. We have to rebuild something completely new first. So it's going to have to get worse before it gets better, unfortunately. But at least that's possible, I think, in the long run. And thank you, WSC Tom. Ivy Evans, 10. Fuck yeah, Ivy Evans, get 10 free tickets. If you got a free ticket, check the community section of YouTube for a ticket to the night's after party. I posted the link, and all of them are there, so you can watch all the back ones. They're all good. It's like better than this show. This show sucks compared to the after party. So if you got one, show up and give Ivy Evans your love. BBC, give another 10. Fuck yeah. Take that, BBC. Oh, not long. Yeah, I will. Delicious, BBC. Slurp it. Love you, BBC. Kevin Milligan, 10. Fuck yeah, lots of generosity tonight. Love to see that. And that's why you guys had to show up live to the show. The tickets are given out randomly, but only for the people that are here live. You got to show up live to get one. So come hang out. Also, you get to chat. You might be even shy, but we have the best community on all of YouTube here. It's like a progressive, but it's so kind and empathetic, and everybody has each other's backs. It's a real depressing time. We need community, and this is a great fucking community, y'all. So be sure to show up live, but also you get a chance to win from these awesome people like Kevin Milligan, BBC, Ivy Evans. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Ontario Canada just voted in a mini Trump. Not surprising. Fascism spreading all across the globe. Welcome to Dust Buddies, Molly in Detroit. Fuck yeah. Welcome to Dust Buddies Screams. You too. You got customized emojis to spam the chat with now. So spam it with impunity. And you also got a ticket to the after party. So fuck yeah. I hope you like audiobooks. Proghead 88, $20. I love all you do, Dusty. Hey, I love your money. Ha ha! I come from Cuba. It is so sad to see older Hispanics have their fears hijacked by these assholes. It's like Stockholm Syndrome. Trump is like a much dumber Fidel Castro. Yeah, it is sad to see brown people sell out other fucking brown people, you know. But I mean, Cubans and like minorities are just like anybody else, right? A lot of them are fucking stupid, just like every human group on earth. So unsurprising. I'm sure most of them are good people though. Agent Orange, $25. I've never been more embarrassed by our leadership after today. I know it's hard to be more and more embarrassed, and yet somehow they continue to find a way. Absolute train wreck of an administration bought by Musk and Putin. Yep, so fucking obvious. But our country's for sale. Free Luigi, I wish, man, I wish. But they're going to kill him, unfortunately, y'all. You wait. Everything they do is to dispirit us, y'all, to break us. And they're definitely going to kill Luigi to break us. That's what I think. We'll see what happens. Luffy Monkey, 0327, $10. Hey, Dusty, love the show. Hey, the show loves you, Luffy Monkey. Been a fan for years. Published a book recently. Hell yeah, congratulations. Wonderment Within Awareness. Hey, that sounds great. Took me 7 years to write. Oh, man, you know how long this book that I wrote is taking me? I'm writing it by hand by myself, so about a week. Was inspired by you to write one. What? You inspired by me? Hell yeah! Well, let me know. You should make an audiobook out of it and send me a link. I'll listen to it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Check it out if you want. Okay. I guess I'd have to Google it. Send me a link on my Twitter so I know exactly which one it is. J Doker, $20. Just used my VA home loan to buy a house. Fuck yeah! In a tiny lakeside town in Minnesota. If they cut veterans benefit, the VA is on the hook for a few $100,000 when I stop making payments. Hell yeah, do it. Fuck them. Fraud, wasters, and abusers. Hey, you get yours, J Donkey. Appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Origami Abby, $35. That's pretty generous. Enough for me to read you sexy. I'm very sorry, Dusty, but I am not able to watch your show tonight. I am far too depressed and needing a break from all the bad news. You perform a valuable service, and I'm hoping to be in a better place by Monday. Love you. I love you back. Thank you for your generosity. I hope you tune in and watch the show. I know it's depressing, but at least we're all in this together, right? At least we have each other's backs. It makes it a little easier to get through these hard times. Mudbutt, $10. Just take my money. It's taken, Mudbutt. Love you and your money butt. J-Dog got $10. If there are any other veterans out there, we swore to protect against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Hell yeah, you did. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. I'm not allowed to say what I want to, but read my mind. Wireless buddies, Monza Catlet. Appreciate you. One of the heroes now. Love you. Swaggering Cat. Hell yeah. Another hero of the show. Every show pretty much is very generous to me. If you aren't already giving love to Swaggering Cat, I hate your guts and you should die. Swaggering says, the pharaohs are united in their stance. Slava Ukraini. Hell yeah, Slava Ukraini. A word I said correctly the first time. Love you, Swaggering. As always, scritches to your fur babies. I appreciate you. MW said, let's notice Trump doesn't demand Netanyahu to constantly thank the U.S. and humble himself. He pushes his chair in for him. Yeah, of course. It's also transparent. We know what's happening here, folks. We know he's under the thumb of Putin, and he's doing this on purpose because we're the fucking worst. Perhaps the most evil country that has ever existed, and that's saying something. Not a good people, y'all. Justin Joseph, $5. Maybe. Murder Bay wouldn't have missed. Yeah, I know, right? Had to find a way to say that without YouTube blocking it. What? You can't say Murder Bay anymore? I thought this was America. John Bliss, $10. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. The revolution will not be televised. Free Luigi! Love you, Dusty. Hi, mods. Fuck yeah. I think the revolution will be interneted, though. We'll see a lot of it, just like we did the genocide of the Palestinian people. Here's some money for the gift. I really needed that laugh. Hey, fuck yeah. Thank you. I stole it, but I'll still take our money. Thank you, PH. Roland I said he $14. Trump has the power to declassify. He could do so if all Epstein files. Of course he could. MAGA can't blame anyone else, but they don't give a shit. They never cared about any of this. You guys know. They just say whatever they think they have to say at the moment to win the argument or at least distract you until the next bullshit lie they tell. That's why you don't debate them. Don't argue with them. The only thing you need to do, you don't even have to ask them about Epstein files anymore. The only thing to do to a Trump supporter is block them. Shun them from society. Make them social pariahs. Don't give them the pleasure of even responding. Somebody says some bullshit on my goddamn Twitter, I don't fucking respond. Somebody says some bullshit on my Facebook, instant block. I don't care. You don't get to use my platform to spread bullshit. Fuck off. Thank you, I name you. Gave one ticket. Very generous. Appreciate you. Friday. Hell, got to get down on Friday, Haley. Good to see you tonight. MJ, $10. Oh no, I scrolled up. A bunch of cool ones. All right. Hey, thank you for your $10, Haley. Very generous. Appreciate you. Sean Rugg, $20. Thank for your content, Dusty. Hey, I appreciate you supporting it. As long as you guys support this, I will do this forever and ever and ever on account that I'm immortal and will never die. I used to be Vladimir Lenin, y'all, back in the olden days. Don't tell anybody. And Jeremiah Hess, $20. Hail Satan. Fuck yeah. Dusty rocks. You rock. Thanks for all you do. I miss your new metal intro song. All right. Next show, just for you. It's coming back. Thank you, Jeremiah. Little Faro, $2. Cheers, man. Hey, cheers to you, Little. It's good to see you tonight. Vincenzo AB, $20. Thanks for being an honest human being. Our household is a Dusty household. We're grateful for you and we love you. Question. I'm writing a novel too and would like to know what AI tools you used. To me, the best AI tool for writing right now is Claude AI. I read, though, DeepSeek, which is free, has the highest score for creative writing, and I didn't really try it yet. I just assumed it wasn't as good. And then I actually looked up the benchmarks last night, and they have it ahead of Claude somehow. So anyway, this first book I'm writing, though, I'm writing it using Claude because I like its writing style. I think it's the easiest one to use. But I'm going to try DeepSeek next. So if you don't have any money, Claude is kind of a pain in the ass. It's really good, but there's limits. So I can only write about half a chapter before it gives me a content limit. I run out my rate limit, and so you have to wait like 5 or 6 hours to do it anymore. So it kind of sucks, but otherwise it's really good. That's what I recommend. Thank you, Vincenze. Haley D, hell yeah, Haley got 10 tickets. Fuck yeah, if you got one, show up at tonight's after party and be sure to give Haley all your love. Appreciate you, Haley. MJ, maybe we will have to love and fight for the USA from a distance. Ideas? I don't know, baby. Depends on what the fuck happens. I might be doing my show from Mexico. Robert Draper, 5 tickets. Fuck yeah, Robert. Appreciate you. Smoky Stew, delicious. 1 ticket. Thank you, Smokey. Sergey Golovich, nailed it. $20. Hey, Dusty. That's a Ukraine born. Can I buy $20 worth of influence from Mama Ukraine? Hell yeah. Hopefully I've given you your money's worth for Ukraine tonight. Seriously appreciate you. Also want to nominate a hero mention of Senator Adam Schiff. One of the good ones. Shifty Schiff. He's okay for the most part for a Democrat. Thank you, Sergey. Good luck to you guys out there. You're in our thoughts. Shadowball, $10 here. Say hello for the kitties. Fuck yeah. I'm going to pet this kitty for you. Yeah, it's like, don't touch the monkey. Raymond Dale, $5. What happened with the comic book you were creating with AI last year? I think it was last year. There was something wrong with the art company. Yeah, so I used Stable Diffusion to start. I made about half the book. And then there was all these lawsuits against Stable Diffusion because I guess that they were stealing art from artists. And I did not want to be involved in releasing that for money because I didn't feel right about it at the time. And also I was wanted to see how these lawsuits played out. But anyway, that's what happened to that. So sorry. But hey, I'll make it up for you guys with this audiobook I'm releasing tomorrow. That's definitely not using anybody's copyrighted content at all. What? And all right, hey, that's all the super chats. I appreciate you guys. If you want to get your super chat in and have my voice read your words, you still can. Gonna read all the rest of them at the end of the show. So get them in early, get them in often. But for now, we're moving along to a little section I like to call. Let's see, I wrote a song for this. What was the song? Oh, Mega Tears. I want to drink your delicious Mega Tears. Mega Tears. That's supposed to be the theme, Hungry Eyes. I don't know if you guys recognize that. I did such a spot-on job singing that. I don't know how you didn't recognize it, but if you didn't, that was Hungry Eyes. And first off, on Mega Tears, what is Trump even doing? Says Loveless 2026. If mass deportations aren't actually happening, and groceries are still expensive, and inflation is still in full swing, and the wars are still raging on, and even the Epstein files aren't actually being released, then what the fuck did anyone actually vote for? What is Trump even doing? He's doing exactly what we all knew he was going to do. If you thought any otherwise, first off, I don't even believe you. I don't believe any of you thought he was going to do anything differently. I think that you knew he was going to do, and now you're lying to save fucking face. But if you didn't know, it's because you were too stupid to know, and you should shut the fuck up forever, in my opinion. And he even fucking lost Dave Portnoy. You guys know who Dave Portnoy is from Barstool Grill? Multi-millionaire Dave, far right dickhead Dave. If I'm gonna be fair, these questions need to be asked today. Why is the release of the Epstein list always a shit show? You know, Dave, come on, you know. What's the point of booting out illegals and criminals while somehow becoming a safe haven for the Tate brothers? You know that too. Why is crypto in the toilet if Trump is crypto king? I'd love to know the question of that, fucking stupid crypto bros. God damn it, I'm glad I'm not one of you right now. How far does Tesla stock have to crash before Elon goes back to work? I mean, Tesla stock's $300 right now, and it should be valued at maybe $30. It is at least 10 times overvalued. It's a meme stock. It's not based on anything whatsoever. So I don't care how Elon works. It shouldn't increase the stock price if logic and reason has anything to do with it. And Rodney Grunmeyer, at first, he was all like, let's take out the trash together and vote for Trump 2024. You did it. You won. You got what you wanted, Rodney. Hooray. Aren't you excited? And then he's all like, thanks to Elon Musk, I'm out of work now. Have had a tough time finding a job these past few years. I worked for a company for almost 6 years and was let go when they decided to reorganize the company after another company brought them out. I was at a blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, hey! Eat your cat food and die, Rodney. You get what you fucking deserve, dipshit. And last but not least on MAGA Tears. Actually, there's two more. Well, no, let's do this one first. Oh, no, we do that. All right, there's this one. She hoped Trump's victory would change her life, but not like this. Riley Cooper is normally more focused on motherhood than politics. Then came Doge, and yes, she got fired. She and her whole family voted for Trump. Now she's out of a job in the forestry service, and I think I speak for everybody when I say, ha ha! Enjoy unemployment, dickhead! I hope you never find a fucking job. And then this one from Facebook. No. This one from Facebook got sent to me by... Load up. You can do it. Load up. There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Anyway. People upset with Donald Trump over his response to Gaza. His genociding the Palestinian people and deciding to build beach resorts. Oh my God, is this for real? This is not what we voted for. It is. This video is evil. Yeah, it is. It was an evil video he put out, but you voted for it. Him fantasizing about building a 200 golden idol in the land of Jesus. If he's not the Antichrist, I mean, I know he's not, but the fact that you guys don't think he's the Antichrist just shows me that you have not read your Bible, because there's never been anybody who is perfectly described as the Antichrist in the Bible like Donald Trump is. You have lost your mind. Why would you or any president post this fake content and not expect backlash? You are not mentally stable. Yeah, but you voted for it. I first viewed this post at 1:30 a.m. and at 2:50 a.m. I'm lying here in bed still absolutely stunned and heartbroken. This is beyond trolling. Your kind heart has been stomped on by the evil one. I will always support you as my president. Well, that's the problem. Until people like you die of natural causes and we're rid of you, this country's never going to improve. Because of people like you, this country is literally too stupid to survive, and so it will die. It is a country that will die of stupidity. So anyway, a whole bunch of them. You can all fuck off and die. All bad things to you. And hopefully very soon. And that is my MAGA tears. I didn't even show you guys this. Yep, your computer's not on the screen. It's fine. You don't need to see it anyway. I can read it to you. It don't matter. All you need is to hear my fucking voice. Nothing on the screen. It's all good. You don't need me. You see my voice. Need me to read it to you. What do you need to see the words for? You think I'm lying to you? Fine. Look. I wasn't lying. There's all kinds of shit. You're like, we want to read along with you. Whatever. If I wanted to read, I'd go to school. And, all right, get your super chats in, folks. Gonna do a little section I like to call Elon. Oh, baby, this motherfucker gotta go. Yeah. Let's check in to see what President Elon is doing. I guess I'll turn my screen on so you guys can see it. First off, to the free speech absolutist Elon Musk fired one of his employees for speaking out against Elon Musk Nazi jokes and his doing the Nazi salute. Remember, Elon put a message out that if any of you get fired for anything you say on Twitter, he will literally pay your lawyer fees to sue your boss. Except when it's him, baby, when it's him, fuck off. You do not speak back against your leader. He is your president, and you will love him. So fired for having an opinion about his Nazi boss. And, you probably shouldn't be working for that guy anyway, I guess. So. And then, folks, after they've gutted the federal government, after they've fired both air traffic controllers, important members of the FAA, there's a shortage of air traffic controllers now, folks. Who could be responsible for this? Now they're literally going on Twitter begging retired air traffic controllers to come out of retirement to fill these roles of the people they've chased away and fired. Elon is like, there's a shortage of top-notch air traffic controllers. If you have retired but are open to returning to work, please consider doing so. Oh my God! Is this where we're at right now, folks? Yes, it is. I guess they're looking for right-wing dickheads maybe only. So maybe if you're a right-wing dickhead who's retired, come out and join the cult, baby. Then President Elon is busy trying to steal billions of dollars worth of contracts from Verizon. No conflicts of interest here, folks. So he's laying the groundwork for why he should be allowed to steal these billions of dollars of contracts. He posted, to be clear here, the Verizon communication system to air traffic controls is breaking down very rapidly. The FAA assessments is single-digit month to catastrophic failure, putting air travelers' safety at serious risk. The Starlink terminals are being sent at no cost to the taxpayer on an emergency basis to restore air traffic control connectivity. The situation is extremely dire. So this is Republicanism 101. You create the problem, and then you come in as the savior and solution to the problem. So they fired all the FAA workers, all the air traffic controllers. They made it to where it's not safe to fly anymore. And then they use that crisis as an excuse to blame Verizon and to steal Verizon's contracts. Here's Kyle Kalinski's lovely wife, Crystal Ball, explaining it.
Elon Musk just got caught stealing $2.4 billion from the federal government. All right, here's the story. So a little while back, SpaceX engineers, Elon Musk apparatchiks, invaded the FAA. That's the agency that's charged with keeping airplanes safe and investigating crashes when they occur. And actually, they had been investigating SpaceX, Elon Musk's company, for a rocket launch that completely failed. The thing came apart. About a dozen commercial flights had to be diverted, and they were looking into that. So not a surprise that he wanted to get in there and quash that investigation. But apparently that is not all, because according to the Washington Post, he and his apparatchiks are now stealing a $2.4 billion contract that had already been awarded to Verizon in order to try to make the public case that this contract should be stolen, and that was just a fine thing to do. Elon had recently tweeted this: the Verizon system is not working, and so is putting air travelers at serious risk. I don't know, Elon, is that what's putting air travelers at serious risk? Or is it the fact that you pushed out the FAA administrator and have been attacking the agency and firing workers there, including workers that have to do with airline safety?
Remember, folks, Donald Trump promised us he won't let Elon Musk do anything if there's a conflict of interest. And Elon said, hey, if you guys see something, say something. And then we continue to see something and we continue to say something, and they just ignore us and continue to do it anyway. So cool. Corruption all the time. Right in their face, not even trying to hide it. And hey, okay, I guess this is good. U.S. ends funding for HIV, tuberculosis, polio, and malaria programs because we got plenty of money for Donald Trump to do vanity laps around NASCAR and to fly to the fucking Super Bowl, and for Elon Musk to get $8 million a day for Deutsche. But the richest country in the world has nothing for children suffering with HIV, tuberculosis, polio, and malaria. Fuck those people, I guess. We never had any moral authority, but what little bit we might have been able to conjure up from helping the most vulnerable in this world, we've definitely lost. Then, President Elon is dismantling civil rights offices. All right, that sounds cool, huh? Agencies across the federal government are dismantling offices that enforce civil rights and anti-discrimination laws under a Trump administration push to shrink the workforce, weakening the government's ability to deliver on legal obligations to protect workers' rights. But hey, as long as it's hurting black folks, right? Discrimination is back, baby. Full goddamn force. The white supremacist power structure. They never went anywhere. But for a very short time, they were just wanting them to do just the bare minimum to give hand-ups to minorities, to people punished for hundreds of years by the system. And oh no, that was too much. How dare you ask us to do anything? We'll kill you before we do anything. So they have to undo all that shit. All the decency has to be gone, has to be eliminated. And I don't know if this is just me, folks. It seems bad when the de facto president of the United States is posting screenshots from post-apocalyptic Mad Max movies that say, ladies, it's time to start thinking whether the guy you're dating has post-apocalyptic warlord potential. And then saying, increasingly significant consideration. First off, oh my fucking God, dude. If you weren't rich, you would be dead immediately. You'd be the first one killed. You'd have a heart attack. Secondly, what the fuck? Why is the president posting post-apocalyptic bullshit? And I know my voice is not exactly like him because I'm stuttering enough, but who wants to fucking listen to me Porky Pig my way through this shit? It would be annoying even to me, so I'm reading it better than he can fucking talk. You're welcome. And then just so weird, this obvious cult that has taken over our government. All these fucking weak, pathetic, spineless yes man. If you saw shit like this in North Korea, we would make fun of them folks. Here's Donald Trump telling his cabinet that if anybody doesn't like Elon Musk, he'll throw them out. And then they laugh and they clap at their glorious leader to let him know, we're with you every step of the way, sir. We'll do anything. We'll die for you. You're so funny and clever.
Is anybody unhappy with Elon?
I am.
If you are, well, throw them out of here. Is anybody
clap! Everybody clap!
They have a lot of respect for them out of here.
Oh my God, this fucking country, y'all. Just what a clown show. But at least we can have a little schadenfreude. A lot of these dumbasses out there trying to basically soft sell what Elon Musk did. They're trying to make the Nazi salute normalized. Pretending it's all jokes, bro. Like this lady. Coffee X 224. Yes, I'm real. Totally real. Hell Hitler. I'm just saying my heart goes out to you. Next thing you know, I got fired! You about to lose your job, remix! Yeah, maybe don't copy Elon Musk. That's my thought. Enjoy unemployment, dumbass! And that is my Elon section for this evening. Be gone, bitch. Yep, thought be gone. It's a friggin' movie. It's a horror movie, that's for fucking sure. Best part is Dusty doesn't miss a beat. Fuck yeah. The show must go on, baby. You just got to keep it up. Full goddamn speed. I want every episode to be like you're a shot out of a goddamn cannon 100 miles a goddamn hour. I want you to look down your watch and be like, 2 hours has gone by already? What the fuck? He's a magician. He's manipulating time somehow. Impossible. And, all right, let's move along, folks. Gonna do a trash world religious bullshit combo. Let's see how I pull this shit off. It goes like trash world religious bullshit. Religious. All right, enough of that. Shut up, Dusty. And folks, they got Gene Hackman. No, not Gene Hackman. What the absolute fuck? Lex Luthor down. Oh my God. I used to love me some Lex Luthor. Gene Hackman found dead with his wife and his dog. They were all fucking found dead. At first, I was like, motherfucker, Gene Hackman murder his wife and his dog? Has to be, right? Some people were saying it's probably carbon monoxide poisoning. Maybe. I don't know. Because the dog was dead. But just because the dog was dead doesn't mean they were poisoned. The dog could have died because it didn't have any fucking food. Apparently, they might have been dead up to 9 days before they found them. So the dog could have just fucking started that. Oh, no. Oh, I'm not saying that Gene Hackman murdered his wife and killed himself and the dog. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying maybe? Oh, no. I hope not. I hope they died of natural causes or something. But anyway, I like me some Gene Hackman. He seemed pretty good. Good actor. But he was 95, right? So, no. Probably didn't have too much time left in him. That's a pretty good fucking run. So, anyway, rest in peace, Gene. Delete it. Belly up. And then, oh my God, this is a crazy ass story. Fucking pedophiles. If it's not a goddamn preacher or youth pastor, it's a fucking teacher. You ain't got to worry about drag queens, folks. And wait till you hear this story.
Tonight, shocking allegations against another teacher at a local school, a music teacher charged with having an inappropriate relationship with a student. And that teacher replaced another music teacher 2 years ago who also allegedly had a relationship with a student.
What the absolute fuck, folks? Somebody's got to say it. These kids must be awesome at making music. Little fucking rock stars. What is happening in this school? Yikes. Don't fuck the kids. Don't rape the kids. Don't rape your kids, teachers. Don't do that. And this guy finally got found guilty. Remember this guy? Killed a Palestinian child, stabbed him to death and his mom simply because they're a Palestinian. The new fucking America, where being Palestinian or somebody just thinking you're Palestinian is a death sentence. Even though they're the ones who are the victims, they're the ones who have been genocided. Who gives a shit? An Illinois man was found guilty Friday in the fatal stabbing of a 6-year-old Palestinian-American boy and wounding of his mother, an attack that prosecutors said was motivated by anti-Muslim hate and a response to Israel-Hamas war. Yep, they're the terrorists, folks, even in this country. We're ruled by terrorists, thugs, con men, criminals. Meanwhile, the DOJ Anti-Semitism Task Force says we'll put Hamas supporters in jail for years. Yeah, folks. They're literally talking about putting us in prison for not wanting the genocide of the Palestinian people, for not wanting to be ethnically cleansed, for not supporting tens of thousands of child murders. A foreign government going to put American citizens in jail for it, y'all. This is where we're at, y'all. As Hassan Abbey, the dog boy of socialism, says America First Party is threatening to put people in jail for hurting Israel's feelings. Laughing my ass off. Fuck this country, man. And I wouldn't fuck you, ugly motherfucker, but I would fuck this country, Hassan. You're right about that. Are we great yet, folks? Are we great yet? Is there any free speech absolutist that has a problem with any of this? No. Even if you say you do, you'll still support Trump, so you don't really believe what you say. And then last one on the trash world. This is the kind of thing that Republican politicians are focusing on instead of solving any goddamn problems we have in our society. Iowa governor signs a bill repealing transgender civil rights. Transgender and non-binary Iowans will no longer be shielded by state laws from discrimination in housing, employment, education, and more. No more protections. You can just fire somebody for being trans. You can discriminate against them for being trans. You can kick them out of the house, make them homeless for being trans, y'all. Real serious, important stuff. Just trying to erase trans people from our society for no fucking reason. It's just hard to believe how they've demonized and scapegoated these people, how they villainized them. Just shows you how easy it is to lead the American public. A country too stupid to exist. And then I got two religious bullshits, and you guys aren't going to believe this. They finally caught one. Arkansas youth pastor arrested on child sex charges. I can't even do it anymore, folks. I can't do the bit anymore. Same every show. They raping your kids. It's the youth pastors. They're raping your kids. Keep taking your kids, dummies. They're raping your kids. What can you say? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. It's the trans people, folks. We got to kick trans people out of their house. We got to fire them from their jobs. While the Christians, while the youth pastors rape your kids every goddamn day, we got to blame trans people for it. Another one. Pastor drug molested unconscious teen. Of course he did. There's a reason, folks, that the majority of child molesters and pedophiles are preachers. Because it's the easiest way to get idiots to give you access to their children. And they will. They'll keep doing it. It'll never fucking end because they don't actually give a shit, y'all. The fakest people on earth. And that is my short trash world religious bullshit for tonight. A youth pastor, really? I know! I can't believe it either. Not a drag queen. Yep, almost never a drag queen. The right are evil. That is true. The left pretty evil too, but it's a false equivalent. It's not even in the same goddamn universe on the scale of evil. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. We got a 4 in Beyond Parodies and 3 heroes coming up, and then that's it. It's over. So get them in. But for now, it's time for Beyond Parody. And first off, on tonight's Beyond Parody, I guess this is real. I don't even know anymore, folks. You know what a PO is? A PO is it's like a term that means you can't tell if somebody's actually a Christian or they're just making fun of Christians and satirizing them, because Christianity's already so fucking crazy. It's impossible to tell it from parody, which is sort of where the name of this section came from. Jaybird, RFK will have a cure for measles soon. I have that much faith in him. Got to rub my eyebrows on this one. Yes, measles was eliminated in the United States by vaccine in the year 2000, 25 years ago. Its current resurgence is due to vaccine refusal by people such as RFK Jr., Mr. Brainworms. And yes, we live in literal idiocracy. Too stupid to exist. But at least in this hellscape, we have the good liars to keep us entertained. Here they are challenging Trump supporters to do a Nazi salute. Let's see if they do it.
What were your thoughts on Elon Musk's hand gesture?
The same thing. He is not a Nazi.
That's a gotcha.
It's the.
Would you do that gesture right now?
No.
Hi.
That ain't it, though.
Go.
Look, there you go. There you go. There's me whitewashing it. There's me gaslighting you and pretending you. That's what Elon Musk was doing. Even though they 100% know it was a Nazi salute. They 100% know what he was doing. But they don't care. They tell 3 lies to distract you so they can tell 3 more. That's the entire fucking playbook of Christians now.
Hi.
There you go.
But it goes. The hand goes to the chest beforehand.
Oh my God, bro. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
That didn't feel a little weird?
Nope. Completely fucking normal. In the new America, we're white supremacists. We're not even trying to hide anymore. What the fuck you guys going to do? We have a dictator now. White supremacy has taken over. Even like 10% of the black folks voted for it. We own you guys. We rule you. Right in your fucking face. And speaking of the 10% of black folks that voted for this, Kanye West ordering some more attention. This time he's walking the streets wearing a swastika shirt. And hey, folks, you know what to do. I need 10 Nazi scouts. Bring them to me or die trying. And I'm a Nazi. Yeah, I said it. My career's dropping like my credit. America! We're so great, y'all. Holy God, what a country. Gotta love it. And then one more on the Beyond Parody, folks. Genius, the best among us. Meritocracy, some might say. That's the people who are ruling us in Congress. Like Super Genius Tuberville, who thinks the Pentagon budget should be cut. In fact, it should be cut so much, there should be a smaller building. A building that has 3 sides. Somebody needs to create a shape that has 3 sides, y'all.
Just gonna help their
Pete Hegseth has welcomed Doge to come into the military. We have to start in the Pentagon. We need to make a trigon, 3 sides instead of 5 sides.
Yeah, we need to make a trigon, a tritagon. I wish there was a word for that. I wish there was a word for like something that had 3 sides. You know, I can't think of anything, but. A trigon! Oh my God, it's triangle, you motherfucker! A triangle! What are you talking about? You know what a triangle is? You seriously know what a goddamn... Whatever. I'm done. And that is... my ridiculous Beyond Parody for the night. Oh my fucking God. And, yep, unalive me right now. I'm with you. I hope there's an afterlife. We can go fucking party with, Einstein, I guess. Jimi Hendrix. That's where the real party is. And all right, last chance, folks. Got a couple heroes for you. We'll get the fuck out of here. So get them in now if you want to. But finishing you guys off with a happy ending like I do, it's time for... we could be heroes. This generation's George Carlin. Some people say it's me, baby, but it's clearly not. Bill Burr going off on Little Bitty Shapiro. It sounds like Bill Burr isn't losing sleep over Ben Shapiro's recent criticism of him. The stand-up comedian issued a blistering response after the right-wing commentator called him woke for strongly condemning greedy CEOs. All he knew is if he put woke on what I said, he would make more money. Yeah, preach, dude. Burr said of Shapiro in a New York Times interview published Tuesday, I don't know who he is, but that guy is a jerk off. Yeah, tell it. All they have to do is say the word woke over and over and over again, and they make a fucking fortune. You don't have to have talent. You don't even have to be good at your fucking job. Just repeat these buzzwords, and idiots will pour money on you. So fucking ridiculous. I didn't think that was a good political playbook, but it's working like gangbusters, so I guess it's hard to fault them. And you guys want to see what a real hero is? Apparently this crane operator. Go on. Notice this guy sitting on top of a burning building, and he's like, I got this! Down. It's my time to shine! This is what I was born for! Hell yeah! And holy God, cranes are big. Come on. It's amazing that humans can even build something that huge. Doesn't matter, just jump in. Jump in! Get in! You're fine! Hurry up! You're gonna die! I think I'd be a little bit quicker. He tried to figure it the fuck out. Get in there! You're gonna die of smoke inhalation. Go. Is he in? He's in. He's in. Get the fuck out there and boom! Hell yeah! Crane operator! That's the way to do that shit. Woo! Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. You go, boy! And one more, folks, one more, before we get the fuck out of here. Last but not least on this week's Heroes list, Sam Cedar, the best among us all, debate genius Sam Cedar, was on Piers Morgan's show and was challenged by a clearly gay funded by billionaires in Russia. Benny, watch this guy get slapped the fuck down by a far better human being.
Hey, Sam, why don't you answer a quick question for me? Why are the richest counties in all of America the 5 major counties in the DMV right around Washington, D.C.? Can you explain to me what do those counties do? Are there some mineral deposits there I don't know about? Did they strike oil? Is there...
So the argument Benny Johnson is making here is that it's because our government is so corrupt. It's because there's so much fraud in our government that they're stealing all the money from the government. And that's why all these low-level government employees have the most rich houses, most expensive houses in Washington. Of course, that's fucking bullshit, as Sam Cedars about to explain.
There's some type of rich industry that's created around Washington. Maybe you could answer me that question. Why are those people so filthy rich? You don't seem to like rich people, so maybe explain why.
I can answer that question.
What does DC
You want me to
make,
answer it?
Sam?
It's lobbyists. It's lobbyists like all of the ones that have been appointed to Donald Trump's cabinet and to political positions. Rich lobbyists. Lobbyists for...
What? There are no rich lobbyists. What are you talking about? Lobbyists? Literally getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars by fucking Russians to gaslight us with this smarmy-ass, punchable fucking face.
All sorts of these industries that you supposedly have a problem with. I mean, that's where all the money is being made. It's not being made by federal workers. It's being made by lobbyists. And those are sent by corporations. If you will join me as part of my campaign that you're interested in me running the Democratic Party, in calling for Donald Trump to fire all of the lobbyists he's hired so far, it wouldn't leave many people left in the government. But if you'll join me with that, we can start to chip away at that problem you have with the counties around DC.
Just God, what a worthless fucking human being. Man, I wish I could say what I wanted to, but I can't, so I won't. And folks, that is my show for tonight. Fuck yeah, we did it. Gonna read the super chats. Gonna do a quick kitty party. But be sure if you don't have your ticket after party, get one right now. I know you guys are itching to hear the first 10 minutes of my audiobook. Everybody is. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody. Talking about how great this book's going to be. Going to change the world. Simulation there by Ed Smith. Coming up next. Oh, the after party. But first, let's read the super chats. Hey, if you bail out, please hit the like button. Please leave comments. The algorithm loves comments. Just type words and fucking hit the goddamn like button and hit enter. We'll do it. But most importantly, sign up for my Patreon. Help me out. Keep my lights on. I appreciate you. Agent Orange and Bugs. Hey, Dusty, you missed Anthony Cannon's super earlier. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I will thank you for letting me know, by the way. And I will definitely find it. Let me go over here and go to fan funding. Anthony Cannon. All right, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Anthony Cannon, where you at? Anthony Cannon, hell yeah. Anthony Cannon, you rock, I love. Oh, okay. In regard to Trump, I am just sitting here waiting for his cholesterol to do its freaking job. Are we great yet? I know, right? What the fuck? How's he still alive? Come on. Do your job, Big Max. All right, did I miss anybody else? Hopefully not. Hopefully if I did, you'll tell me. And thank you very much, Agent Orange, for keeping me fucking honest. I hate missing shit. Wizard Kitty, $5. Hell yeah, critical hit. We do what we do. Thank you. We can't see the screen, Dusty. I know. I was just giving you an opportunity to look at my face when I read. You're welcome, Ivy. What happened? Already read that. All right, folks, that's it. I'm going to be back. When? Soon, I promise. Like Monday? Yeah, Monday. Hey, it's Friday. Fuck yeah, I get the weekend off. I can't believe it. So I'll be back on Monday. It's like a weekend away. So you guys do something fun out there and you think about me because that is a commandment, one of the 10 commandments. And let me play a song real quick. I'm just going to randomly pick something. How about this? No, not that. This one? No! Okay, whatever. Kitty party! Prepare your anus, it's gonna get insane. That's the ooze out of his mind. Does it Smith his name? When Chud Watch drops, it's time to begin to talk about chuds and make fun of them. And then it's trash world, oh lord, the world's on fire. Beyond parody shit is getting so tired. Religious bullshit, it will make you feel like dying. They touch you more churn than OBGYN. From zeros to heroes just for one day. The world's greatest show and it's coming your way.
It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow old. It's time for the Dusty Show.
Woo!
It's time for the Dusty Show.
I'll see you guys on Monday. Good night. I love you. After party coming up.
Never grow old. It's time for the Dusty Show.
Switch over now. I love you in sexy voice. Hell yeah, Global. Pixel Pusher. 5. Got him at the buzzer. I saw it, Pixel. You rock. Good night, y'all.